Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the 2018 Heartland Fuel 352. This is a double axle toy hauler with a bath and a half floor plan and a 13-foot garage. We're standing in the garage right now. If you take a look down at the floor here, you will see your D-rings, which are located throughout, which will give you multiple configurations depending on what toys you are putting in here. Right along the back, you see the double rollover sofas. Both of these do roll over to form a queen-size bed down below, and then you have an additional one right here up top. Both of these will lift up to the ceiling to give you more room for your toys to pull in. You see you have windows on both sides there, another window here which lets a lot of natural light into the back garage. You do have two exhaust ports. You'll have one in the corner right down there and then another one right up top here. If we take a look at the ceiling, you'll see a couple things on the ceiling. LED lights there. You also have vents throughout. It is ducted AC back here. You also have ducted heat. So if you want people to be able to sleep back here, use this as an extra bedroom, this is a great space for it as you can sleep 4 adults. Then you'll see the vent fan right up top there too, which not only will help with exhaust fumes, but also if you don't want to run the AC, you want to open some windows and use that, you can certainly do that as well. Right up top, here's a nice extra storage area. I actually like what they've done. They had it go back really far right here for storage. Rather than lifting up the half bath all the way to the ceiling, I think that personally is a good design choice. You see a ton of electrical outlets back here. You have two right up top. This one over here is right next to all your controls, all your lights and everything back here, as well as your vent fan. LED lights here as well. An additional electrical outlet on the wall. This is intended for a TV. So if you do want a TV back here, this is where you would put it. And again, additional electrical outlet right down below there. So lots of different options to plug in electronics. So as I mentioned, this is a half bath model. You can take a look right down there. You'll see your foot flush lever toilet. Right up above that, you have a nice linen closet. You can see that right over here. So nice area to store, extra toilet paper, chemicals, things like that. You see you also have a mirror here. Directly beneath that is your sink top, good countertop space there. You also see an electrical outlet there as well, additional storage in there. And then you also have a window in the bathroom, again, for some natural light. This unit is equipped with a party deck. Let's head on out and we'll take a look. The party deck on the Fuel 352 is extremely easy to set up. You'll see you have cables here which lead from the RV down to the ramp. If you want the ramp to fully extend, all you have to do is pull the pins on both the cables and that will allow it to float right on down to the ground. So now that we have the deck out, we have to set up our rails here. And again, it's very easy to do. It has the More Ride system, which is one of my favorite just because of the ease of use. All you have to do is undo the Velcro straps on each side here, and you will see that both doors swing right out. You will then extend each rail out on either side and clip it into place. Once that is done on both sides here, you will then simply swing the doors shut, and then you will lock them. And that's all there is to it. Your party deck is all set up and ready for you, your friends, and your family to hang outside and have a great time. Now that we've taken care of the garage and where the toys and maybe the kids will go, let's take a look at our main living space. So after you come in, you've rode for a long day, you're ready to sit down and relax, this will be the place to do it. You'll see on both ends here you have nice recliners so you can kick back and relax. And one of the cool things about them, if you take a look at this remote right here, both of the ends have a massage available. So nice massage chair, you can increase the intensity there, change the mode. You can put a timer on there as well so it shuts off after 15-30 minutes. But this really is relaxing and luxury in style. You'll also see the holes right here in the floor. That is for a large table. The table is easy to set up. You just stick 2 legs in, table on top right there. That gives you an awesome spot where you can eat, play games together, play cards. Really, just kind of chill and hang out. You see that you have windows all around the slide to let in a lot of natural light. LED lights right up top here. Now this is a dual opposing slides in this space, which allows for this beautiful peninsula here in the kitchen. Right up above that is a nice big TV. 50-inch TV here, so that way no matter where you're sitting, you have a great view to it. You can lay down on the couch there if you want as well. That is hooked up to this multimedia center right down here too. If you take a look, you'll see you do have an HDMI port on there, so you can go ahead and plug that in, which is pretty cool. Also, because this is your stereo, you have speakers right there on the side. So if you want to, sit in here and listen to music, you can easily accomplish that as well. You have storage right down below here, as well as some storage up top. You can see up high, you have the nice decorative glass on there. Has a pretty cool look. Open that up for you, and you can see all the extra storage there. Now, granted, it is a little bit taller, so you might want a step stool to be able to access that. If we take a look right up front here, you do have little cubby holes right in front of the kitchen counter right there, which is pretty nice. So, if you have some extra items you want to stuff in there, it's a good spot for it too. You also have an electrical outlet here. So if you need to plug in like an electric griddle or blender or something for the kitchen, you can do that as well. Beautiful countertops on here. I really like the colors they chose. Especially with some of the darker woods and furniture, this really makes it pop. Helps blend in and make it cohesive with the nice light floor here as well. You see the high-rise faucet, very modern faucet, modern looking. Same thing with the sink. You have the farm-style sink, but it has nice sharp lines in there. And it's a big sink too, so you can easily wash all your pots and pans in there. If we take a look down the side, you see you have a bank of 4 full extension ball bearing drawers. Plenty of room for your silverware, all your other larger utensils as well. And then if we take a look underneath the sink there, look at that. They gave you huge storage space right there, which is perfect. It's enough room where you can easily fit a trash can, which for me is important. I hate having a trash can hang out, so I like having a spot where you can tuck it away right there. And then over here you have an additional electrical outlet. So, again, if you want to set something up over there, you can, or you can set it up over here as well. This is pretty cool, talking about really utilizing the space. Most manufacturers would have just had a wall here and nothing else, but I love the fact they used the space, gave you nice extra storage, whether you want to use that for your spices or, a mini pantry. Maybe you want to put like a toaster or something in there, a place to put it away, but I like the fact that they did add that for you. Stainless steel microwave right up top here, the hood underneath with a light and fan. Little bit of storage off to the side, you can see that there. And then you have the 3-burner cooktop underneath, the front one being high output, and you also have an oven in case you want to do some baking. Right underneath that, you see a drop-down compartment. If you're able to see in there, that is a really deep compartment, which is great. It'll allow you to put some big pots and pans down there. So that's something else that's important too in your kitchen. You have to have a spot for your pots and pans, and for me, that would be it right there. If we take a look over here, look at this. Beautiful pantry space. It's not very often in a toy hauler they give you actual pantry space, so I love the fact they do. They're recognizing that, yes, this is built to be able to haul toys or, be able to sleep a small army of people, but you also have to feed those people. You still have to, camp and enjoy your time, and you're going to want a place for food. So right here, they have that nice pantry. Up top, again, more storage space up above the fridge. Nice big one there too. And it's very easily accessible. Even I'm about 6 foot, I can reach all the way to the back here, which is pretty nice. Then right underneath is your fridge freezer combo. Again, has the stainless panels on there. Plenty of room here as well. You do have a cutout there for some taller items. But this unit does run off both propane and electric and also has automatic switchover. Moving over a little bit right here, again, you have the nice decorative glass. I really like what they did with the glass. I think that's a pretty cool look. But right here is your control panel. I like the fact that it's covered up. A lot of times with your toy haulers, the control panels aren't the prettiest. You have your fill station on here, the gauge and everything, your generator. So this makes it functional, tucks everything away, and everything you need is right here. Over on the side of that, you see they have coat hooks. Again, how often do you see these nice living features in a toy hauler? You just generally don't see it. But you walk in the door, you take your jacket off, your sweatshirt off, hang it up right there. You have a mirror so you can take a look at yourself before you head out for the day. Then you have a shelf right up top here too. So, if you want to put a helmet up there or something, you certainly can. Take it off, throw it up, hang your jacket up right here. Or really whatever else you want to stick up there. But, at least they gave you that shelf, again, trying to utilize all the space in here. If you take a quick look at the ceiling again, you will notice there's plenty of LED lights throughout. ducted AC. You have the nice lights right here above your peninsula, so it is nice and bright as you're prepping your food. You also have a vent fan right near your cooktop, so that way if you need to quickly get smells out of here, you can just turn that guy on. As we head upstairs into the bathroom, you'll see there are 2 entrances and exits. One into the master bedroom, the other one right here into the main living area. In between is your foot flush lever toilet with plenty of legroom. One of the cool things though, if you take a look right out here, right across the hall, they have this nice closet. Now, it does give you some versatility here, some different options. You'll see you have the shelf up top and a hanging rod down below. The reason I like this setup is it lets you actually hang some clothes up in here for, so it's nice and easy to get at. But the shelf up top is great for towels. You can just go ahead, fold them, set them right on top there. And so that way, whether it's for you or guests, they can easily get at those towels. As we take a look at the vanity here, you will see you have a mirrored medicine cabinet with good storage right behind that. And off to the side, here's another little storage area. Personally, I'd probably put washcloths and hand towels in here, but again, you can stick whatever you want to in there. If we take a look right down below, you see the nice big countertop with the large sink. A nice big bowl here makes it really easy to brush your teeth, stuff like that. Over to the side, you have 2 electrical outlets, so plenty of space to plug in your hair dryer, curling iron. And if you're like me, you have an electric toothbrush, you can plug that in, charge that up too. Right underneath, you see you have some additional storage there, and you have 2 full extension ball bearing drawers. And then lastly, as we move over here, you see the large shower. Take a look at the size here. This is a massive shower, which I love. You have plenty of room to easily maneuver and move around. You don't feel pinched and claustrophobic in here. Hand wand to make it nice and easy to wash off too. You see you have some shelves here for your soap and shampoo, as well as a seat right over here. So, if your legs hurt or you're not feeling too strong on your feet, you can always sit down here. You can use it to help shave your legs, things like that. Then you also have a nice big skylight up top. I'm 6 foot. You see I have plenty of room here, but if you are a taller person, that does give you that extra height as well. You also have a nice spacious bedroom here in the fuel. Right behind me, you see you have a window here, and then you have all this countertop space, which is really nice. Electrical outlet there too. So, if you want to put like any kind of electronics here to charge or an alarm clock, something like that, that's a great spot for it. Right underneath that, you have 2 very large full extension ball bearing drawers, so great space for some folded clothes, and you have a large mirrored wardrobe. Take a look at that. You have a hanging rod going all the way across, so great hanging space in there. And as you remembered, you also had the one outside the bathroom. Then you have this drawer here right underneath. The bed itself is a queen bed. It's nice and easy to walk around here, so that way it's easy to make the bed too. You can see how I can actually reach all the way up here. Oftentimes that's an issue. You can't get up there to make it. Not a problem with the fuel here. Both sides also have a nice nightstand with an electrical outlet. So again, if you want your phone to be by your bed when you sleep, you can plug it in right here. You have enough space to put a glass of water. If you sleep with a CPAP machine, there's plenty of space here where you can have that as well. And then you also have some extra storage right there in the headboard. If you take a look up top, you have storage on both sides. Again, kind of that nice decorative glass. You have storage right here as well. You can see that up top. And another thing they did that I really like is they put auxiliary lighting up behind here. So again, it just gives it that extra aesthetic as well as helping to brighten up the room. You also have LED lights underneath in case you want to do some reading. You see a thermostat right over here, as you do have an AC in here. So, a second AC to help keep it nice and cool on those really hot days. And this side also has some additional storage here. You see you have a drawer in the nightstand, as well as nice big storage there underneath. Now that we've seen the interior, let's take a quick look at some of the outside features on the Fuel 352. Starting right up front here, you have the nice front cap. You see you have a couple LED lights inlaid. You have one big strip going across the top there, and then a couple smaller ones right here on the side. More notably though is the shape of it. It utilizes what they call the tight turn technology, or the triple T. Makes it nice and easy to back up, especially if you have a shorter cab with an extended bed. You have less chance of damaging your truck. If we take a quick look underneath here, open this guy up, You see right over to the side, you have your battery box over here. And the other side, this one does come equipped as a standard with the Cummins Onan 5500 watt generator. You know, it's a toy hauler. They expect you to be able to take it out, do some boondocking. You know, you're going to be in places where you're not going to have shore power. That generator will make sure that you're running your AC and your TVs and everything, so you'll be comfortable in your fuel toy hauler. Right here you have your power awning. Touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to go right back in. And you have an LED light strip underneath. If you want to stay up partying outside, you can just flip a switch and you have light real quick at your fingertips. Open this guy up. You see right here you have one 30-pound propane tank. You will have another one on the opposite side for 60 pounds of propane. This is pretty cool too. So this one comes equipped standard again with solar. So as I mentioned, you know, you're going to be boondocking. Solar power is great, especially with LED lights these days. You get a lot more out of solar today than you would have a couple years ago. So all you have to do is buy the portable panels, plug it in right there, and it will trickle charge your battery. If we take a look at the pass-through here, this one does have magnets, so it stays up there nice and easy. You know, if someone comes and they try to rip this down, you're not going to have to worry about a clip or anything breaking off or pulling out of your sidewall, so that is really nice. Then right here up front, you'll see a couple different control panels. The first one is a multimedia center. As I mentioned, you want to be able to sit out here and jam out. This will let you do it. You can turn this guy on. You see you have a bunch of different ports in here, just like you had inside. So you want to plug an HDMI, USB in there, you can certainly do it, and it is Bluetooth capable. Right over here to the side, this is your auto level system. Again, another standard on the fuel. All you have to do is hit that auto level button. It will level itself out. It makes setting up and tearing down super easy because it does have a memory as well. So when you're done camping, all you have to do is hit the button and it will actually go to where you dropped it off at, so you can just back your truck right in, hook up, and take off. Right inside here, you see you have your hot water heater bypass. That's going to be for winterization purposes. When you winterize your RV and you're pumping it full of glycol, the last thing you want to do is fill up your water heater. That's just a big waste. So you do the bypass there so you can make your way through it. You know, again, just trying to make things a little bit easier on the maintenance side. You want a TV outside, that's not a problem either. Right there are your hookups for the outside TV. Now, one of the other things too, we talk about winterization. This is an extended season RV. So if you're camping when it's freezing out, you know, it starts to dip below those freezing temperatures, do not worry. You have an enclosed and heated underbelly here. Your valves are insulated, which we'll see a little bit on the other side too. As we move forward, or move back rather a little bit, you see right here is your main entrance. You have 4 foldable aluminum steps with the rubber grip strips. The aluminum's nice because it doesn't rust out. You know, you've seen some of the older RVs, some older toy haulers. You know, you have a bunch of rust coming down your steps. That will not happen here. They also give you the foldable easy grab handle, so that way you have excellent control from the first step all the way into the coach. Same thing when exiting. And naturally, you do have a light right above that door, so you can see at night when you are entering or exiting that coach. Showed you that multimedia center. Right here are those speakers. That one powers. So again, that way you can sit out here and really jam out. We take a look at the wheels here. You have some beautiful looking aluminum alloy wheels. The best part about that is they will stay looking nice because aluminum, again, doesn't rust. So that is pretty darn cool. You also have Dexter axles, which means you have self-adjusting brakes. You know, again, they're trying to think of maintenance side of things. A lot of people, that's something they overlook when it comes to maintenance. They don't think about adjusting their brakes, and it can cause a lot of problems. So having self-adjusting brakes just makes it one less thing that you have to worry about. Right back here is the secondary entrance. That one does go in the garage, and again, you have the foldable aluminum steps. So you take a look right over here, you will see the BAL tire rack. You know, the spare tire is mounted underneath, and normally it is a huge pain to be able to get to. This does make it easier. You pull a pin, you're able to pull this rack out and drop it down to access the spare tire. That way, again, you don't have to crawl underneath and, you know, fight with a tire that's going to fall on top of you. As I did mention, this right here is your party deck. We have dropped this down. It's super simple and easy. Has your standard latches. You can see right here on the side. So all you have to do is undo those latches on both sides. Deck drops. Again, if you want this to go all the way down, you obviously have to have the party deck retracted and the rails here retracted. Then you just remove these cables. It's that simple. You just pull this pin out, both cables come up, your tailgate goes down, that way you can drive your toys right up and in. You'll also see up top you have 2 outside lights here as well as a backup camera. So if you do want a backup camera on here, it is prepped for a backup camera. So if you do want a backup camera, a lot less expensive to have that installed. And on a big RV like this, it's honestly probably a pretty good idea to get one. That way as you're backing up, you're making sure you're not going to hit anything or, more importantly, anyone. It is a fully walkable roof, and so you have a ladder right here to be able to climb up onto the roof. Again, it is quite simple. You have pins on either side, pull those pins out, the ladder will fold down, allowing you to climb up onto the roof there. This is one of the 2 vents we saw while we were in the garage here. Again, that way you can make sure all your exhaust fumes are coming out. 50 amp power cord right over here as you would expect. Now with any good toy hauler, one of the things you have to have is a fuel station, and the fuel is no exception. No pun intended there. The Heartland fuel has a fuel station. This is where you'll fill it up at. Nice and easy to fill right there as well. Black tank flush over here to the side. So this makes it easy to wash out your black tank. This one is for the half bath in the back here. So all you have to do is hook up a hose right there. It has sprayers built in, and it will wash everything out for you. Take a look at this. I'll open this up. You can see right in here, those are your valves. As I said, they're tucked away in there. Those are insulated. So if you are camping in the colder seasons, you don't have to worry about those breaking on you. So we make our way a little bit further up here. Take a quick look at the roof line. You see that roof? You have a rollover roof, so it comes further down the side. Most manufacturers, you don't have near that. It's a much tighter turn radius. And so if you do have a branch or something that comes across, it's a lot less chance it will tear this roof membrane open. Right over here, we'll open this up. This is the other set of valves. You have 2 bathrooms on here, so kitchen up front, sink in the back. So you have 2 blacks, 2 grays. This is where your second set is. You do have termination right up the kind of in the middle right there. You can see that. You'll also have another one behind the tires. So you do have 2 sets of terminations here. It's something you want to bear in mind. So if you are somewhere where you're hooked up to like a seasonal, for example, you'll probably want to get a Y and hook those up. Otherwise, it's really simple. You dump the one, you drive forward, you dump the second. Nice and easy. Right here, we'll open up the other side of the pass-through. Now notice this one does have a strut on there because you have a slide here. Obviously, you don't want to have to worry about contending with that. And then right over here, you have some of your other hookups. This is the other black tank flush. This one will be for your master bathroom here. And then you have cable inlets. You can see all these guys right up top here for your different rooms. You also have your water fill right over here. Of course, you have a light in case you need to see at night, and also an electrical outlet right over here to the side. You also see you do have a light in the pass-through. Nice little cubby hole right here. This is pretty cool. If you have something that's loose, you don't want rolling around, you can stick it right down there. I don't know if you want a couple wrenches or something, if you don't want to carry a whole toolbox, you can just toss them right there. And then over here is your other 30-pound propane tank. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is a 2018 Fuel 352 toy hauler. If you're looking for a high-end toy hauler, nice double axle with excellent features at an amazing price, this is certainly one you want to check out. If you're looking for price and availability, just feel free to click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.